Hi and welcome to Brick Arena. If you're new to the channel, my name's Keith. I'm a full-time Lego seller selling on Bricklink, Brickowl and eBay. And on this channel you can expect to follow along in the daily life of a Lego seller, seeing the ups and downs and the kind of processes, tips and experiences that I have along the way. Now, I just wanted to put out this little video at the start of this week's vlog to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. It just happens that this video is going out on Christmas Day, and I just wanted to wish you all the best, and hope you get lots of great Lego or other gifts and really have a great time with the family. But I also wanted to thank all of my followers, subscribers, regular viewers of the channel, and especially those people who over the year have placed orders, bought me a coffee, or even left a super thanks on the chat. Thank you all very much for that. It really helps in financing myself throughout the year. Now, I'm intending to do a Q&A video in the not too distant future. So if you've got any questions for me about how I run the business, how I got started, how I transitioned to full-time, any tips, anything on automation, you name it, just ask away. Leave a comment in this video and I'll pull all of those together and I'll do a Q&A session in the near future. And I also intend to bring some additional content beyond the vlog in 2023. And those might be ad hoc, there might be an extra video each week. I'm not sure quite yet. It depends on the topics that I come up with and you know, the time and availability to record and plan those sessions. But do watch out for extra content coming in 2023. Anyway, on to this week's vlog. Obviously leading up to Christmas, it's a quieter week, lots of housekeeping going on, but enjoy the video and I'll see you all in the next one. It's the last Monday before Christmas and orders are still not amazing, to be honest, for this month. 50% down on last month so far in the month. I'm hoping that things pick up right after Christmas, once people get their Christmas money and they feel able to spend that money on themselves. I'm not expecting very much for this week, the run up to Christmas, so I'm going to be spending lots of time getting tidied up, getting organised, getting some housekeeping done, and as well as trying to get more stuff added to the store and probably eBay as well. But anyway, here we go for this week, and there are just 7 orders here on Bricklink. None of them are super amazing. There's a reasonable order there for 1,000 1x1 plates, which I'll show you in a second. And then on Brickowl has just been awful this month. Really bad. I don't know why Brickowl is so much worse than Bricklink, but there are just 2 orders, and I hope it's going to pick up before long. As I say, I don't really know why Brickowl seems to suffer so much more than Bricklink, but it is what it is. And then on eBay, we've only got 5 orders on eBay as well. So even eBay is not doing great. Not just for me, I don't think. I think there's lots of people suffering. Not so much sure about people in the Lego community selling, but looking at other online sellers, I know they're suffering probably with the economy, but also Royal Mail is just killing some people, and there's lots and lots of stuff missing, and some horrific pictures of sorting centres with just you know, trolley fulls of people's packages as far as the eye can see, that God knows when they're ever going to get cleared. Anyway, I've already picked the orders for today because there's just you know, so few that I can show you what they are. Mostly small orders, mostly for parts, a few minifigs as well, going out via both Brickowl and eBay. Some figures going out. I did sell this collector's book that I listed at a reasonable price. It was about £30. This is the first edition. I do still have the second edition available on eBay as well. Both that book came out of the Brick Pickers lot, by the way. Those were some books that he had, although I do have copies of them myself that I'm thinking I might list, although mine are essentially new copies, haven't really been used. This is the order for the 1,000 1x1 tiles, and it doesn't look a lot, but that's £60 worth of tiles there, so nice little order. And then we've got some minifig parts and things going out here, and then an order for parts which is predominantly orange parts, and I think that was the largest order of the day at about 40 lots or so, so nothing very significant at all. So I'm going to get these packed up, ready for the post, and I'm going to try and get some of this backlog sorted out. This is the backlog overflow sorted out, and put some of it away, as I said, and do some general housekeeping. So we've made some progress with the overflow and managed to get rid of an awful lot of that. We've still got a little pile here that I need to do something with. I'm not sure where they're going to go just yet. I need to find another container or something, especially for these black parts here. The bulk of these being those axes, which I covered quite some time ago, that I've got something like, I don't know, 50,000 of or whatever. Been doing a bit more tidying up, and managed to empty this box as well, which had some new parts in, some bits and bobs that I hadn't managed to get to, and that's managed to get me another close to 3,500 parts. Next up, I think, is this little tub that's been kicking around for a while as well, which I wasn't too eager to get to because I've already listed tons of these. These are all the, if I can get into it, they're all the sort of tiles and quarter tiles and round tiles in lots of different colours from presumably different dots packs, and these were never listed on the Brick Pickers list, so I think while they're in the way, I'm going to break them out and get them parted out and added to the store as well, I think. Just 4 orders for today, Tuesday the 20th. So we seeing a quiet week as I anticipated. This order was a nice order to pick though, the kind of order that I would imagine myself placing if I were sort of still building. You know, lots of foliage type things, some animals, lots of castle related headgear and things like that. And I think castle is probably one of my favourite themes, I would imagine. Some figures going off here to Canada, I believe, and another small parts order. At the moment, I'm in the middle of counting out all of these dots that I think I showed you yesterday. Just managed to finish sorting them out today. Obviously, it's quite a time-consuming job sorting out these dots, and each of the packets and tubs had about 4 different tiles in them, and 2 of them were typically of the same colour, so just made it a little more tedious to get sorted out. I've sorted them into types at the moment, so these are all quarter tiles. These are those tiles with the 1x1 with a kind of a rounded arch to them, and then we've got the circular tiles, and I've got the 1x1 square tiles on my desk over there. So I'm going to get them counted up, as I say, and that'll add quite a bit of quantity to the store. Now, this was done really just as a means of clearing away parts of the desk. So once I've got this done, I'll crack on with more housekeeping, I think. Although I would like to spend a bit of time getting some figures listed onto eBay ready for the Christmas period, once, you know, people have got the Christmas money, and maybe they'll spend a bit on eBay as well. I've just added all of the tiles to the store, so just to give you some indication of what was in there, there were 6,687 items in the file there. There were 42 lots for about £258, and the negative is it's only increased my lot count by 7, but that's enough to take me over 11,800 lots. And more importantly, it's a good job done, and it's increased the inventory now to 645,372. So we're steadily growing still, and long may that continue. And I'll just keep continuing to throw items in as I come across them. I'm not going to make any big effort to get to the container before Christmas to bring any bulk back. At least I don't think so, but you know, things do change pretty quickly here. But as I said, I'm going to focus on some more housekeeping and trying to get the place all tidied up for Christmas. I'm just looking through a few books and tiles, etc. that I've put aside while sorting out utensils, and just trying to look through and list them and see whether they're worth anything. This one is from the Harry Potter collectible series, so I've listed those individually as parts. There doesn't seem to be a sort of counterpart for the whole thing. I've listed this one, the Spooky Tales, which goes with another of the collectible minifig series, the Spooky Boy, and I'm just working my way through the others. But the reason I thought I would just jump on camera a second is to show you this one, which I looked up and got a little bit of a surprise when I looked at the average value, which is about £9.30, and it's from the Lord of the Rings, the Tower of Orthanc, which goes for a reasonable amount of money. And I looked on, I think I still got it up on Bricklink. There's only one for sale at the moment for £13. So a nice little find there. Very pleased with that, and I'll be getting that one added to the store shortly. So I'm just tidying up and found these minifigures that I think I'm going to get listed on eBay for anyone who wants to have a look. Now, these are from minifigures.com, and some of them are still available from them, but I noticed that some are different now. So this one, for instance, is the Mr. Bean figure from the you know, the character from the TV series. And what's interesting is they've completely changed this on the minifigures.com website now, where the printing's completely different on both the torso and the face. And obviously they've had some copyright issues with the name, and he's now called Mr. Calamity rather than Mr. Bean. Not sure how much more collectible this makes this, but I'm going to get that listed on eBay. Of course, here we've got an Elton John kind of replica called the Rocket Man. We've also got Charlie Chaplin, which again is different now on their website, whereby I think although the figure is maybe the same printing, the way that they brand this is different. They don't say Charlie Chaplin, they call him the little something or other. I can't recall what the term is they use, but they certainly don't use the, I presume, that copyrighted name of Charlie Chaplin. And then here we've got one that is meant to be Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, and this one's called the King of the North, which is just as they brand it today. And this one's a really, really nice figure, to be honest, with this sort of real kind of fur on the cape. The printing on the torso and the legs is really, really good. And they're great figures. So I'm going to get those listed on eBay. Now, I have got a few orders this morning, all, again, relatively modest, all small parts orders or minifigure based orders, some international, some UK, one eBay, and surprisingly 4 of them on Brickowl. So Brickowl has actually outdone Bricklink for probably the first time this month. So we'll get these packed away, get those figures listed, and crack on with tidying up. There was one other thing I've just come across as I've been tidying up, which is this Green Army man set, and I just noticed that we're missing the medic's hat in here, and I'm not sure whether to split this up and get them sold individually or part them out, or whether to try and get hold of the medic's hat and complete the set and list it that way. But I think the set's probably only worth £25 or so, but the other bits and pieces, the figures are probably worth £5 or £6 a piece. And then we've got some things like these guns in green, etc., that I imagine would sell for £1 or £2 on Bricklink just to complete the set. So not sure whether I'm going to complete this or part it out. I've actually just come across another set of these Green Army men, which I'm going to get photographed and listed on eBay now. This was the one that I showed you earlier, and was missing the medic's hat. Now, this particular one was all there, I think, with the exception of a rifle. So I've pinched a rifle from the other set, and I'm going to get this one listed now and see if we can get this sold. Here's a bunch of minifigures that I've been umming and ahhing what to do with. They're actually from the Jabba's Palace set, and I've got the instructions to go with this as well. And was hoping to build the set because I'm pretty confident I have all of the parts in a tub back in the container. But the reality of when I'm ever going to get to that and get that set built is long in the future. And I've probably had these a good while now, maybe a year, maybe even 2. So I've sat on them for a long time, and I think I've decided I'm just going to get them listed. So I was just working out on Bricklink prices what they would come to, because I did think about selling them as a lot on eBay, but based on Bricklink prices, they'd come to £252 for them. And I can't believe that someone would pay £250 for them on eBay. I guess that's right. So I'm not going to be putting them on eBay as a job lot, I don't think. So I'm probably going to get these listed on Bricklink to start with, and then probably on eBay as well. But looking on eBay, there seems to be quite a few of them actually, which means that you've obviously got a lot of competition, although some of them are a bit ridiculous. This one, £100 for this one, although that is a £70 figure on Bricklink. Jabber at 55 is about right for Bricklink. Yeah, this one would be 20-25 quid, so they're not so far off really. But some of them are not in the country. This one's from the US. So some are UK based for sure, but still a fair bit of competition for some of the figures at least. Don't know whether I've seen this one here, which is a £40 figure. Oh, there we go. There he is at the bottom there. But again, that one's in the US for £55. So anyway, I'm going to get these listed. I'll have another quick check, but I don't think it's going to be worth putting them on as a job lot. I'll probably get them all listed separately. Thursday the 22nd of December, and surprisingly it's probably been my best day for orders. We got 10 orders today, and none of them well, there is one that's a decent order, you know, but none of them are huge orders. Typically, you know, parts and the odd minifigure order going out. The best order of the day is this one, which is going off to the States, which is a whole bunch of minifigures and minifigure parts, and come to about £130 or so, so a decent order there. We've got a figure going off to Belgium, and I'll have to check on the postage of that. Hopefully that's going to fit into a large letter, not sure about that. But Belgium, I find, one of the countries that take the longest to process inbound orders, so we'll have to see whether that's going to be tracked or not, depending on the price paid there. Now, in other sort of news, I've been taking it fairly steady this week, being the Christmas week, and just trying to do some other bits and pieces, and I'm getting somewhere with the desk. It might not look much, but it's taken a while, just because I had so many sort of pots of bits here and there, and bags of things that I've actually sorted along the way, which is why it's taking so long. So as I've come across a little pot of something, I've actually jumped onto Brick Store, got it added and ready to upload to the store. And I do want to try and get some time to label up these drawers and things, and the intention is that I'll get finished and tidied up properly, and probably do a little bit of a room tour. Not that it's a very big room, of course, but it'll allow me to just go around and show you how I've got things set up. So anyway, I'll get cracking, get these orders ready for the post. Last day of post today, of course, and then the next date, I'm not even sure. It's going to be 28th or 29th, I think, because of the way the bank holidays fall. So quite a long break with the strike days. So after a busy few days of trying to get things organised and listed, I've managed to get my desk much tidier, and I'm really pleased with the way it's looking at the minute. So much nicer to get all of this space back, and it's cleaned up pretty well, apart from a few nicks that are in it from various instances of dropping the scissors or Stanley knife or whatever. But it's yeah, really looking nice and tidy. Still got a few things to put away, still got a little bit of bulk to maybe try and find a space for, but that's looking good. My desk stayed clean as well and is looking good, and I'm being rewarded with a nice little bottle of beer And I'm probably over the next couple of days, I'm probably going to do a little bit of a room tour. This is another area that is still a little bit of a mess, but some of this stuff here is ready to go back to the container, as is one of the orange boxes up there. And I think that's me about done for the Christmas period, to be honest. It's Friday tomorrow, but being no post, I don't think I'm going to be doing much work, and that'll be it now through to next Wednesday, when we get our Royal Mail back up and operational, and hopefully we'll have a few orders in by then over Christmas. We often see them trickling in even on Christmas Day, but we'll get whatever orders we've received, we'll get them out next Wednesday. So it's worked out for a nice few days off at least. This is my last BSX file before the Christmas break, and this is what I've had open over the last few days while I've been cleaning my desk and adding to it from all the various pots that have been placed around my desk for God knows how long. Now there's all kinds of stuff in here, new and used items, and a few of them have been nice surprises, like the book I think I showed you previously, and the Series 1 zombie minifigure there, both of good value. So we ended up with 290 items with 104 lots, and I've actually just finished uploading that, which has taken us to 44,000 items uploaded this month for about £3,500. So I've slacked off a little, I think, in terms of the volume this month, and really been trying to focus on the lot count. And in terms of lot count, we're now sat at 11,813 with a total items of 645,105, and we'll see how that gets hit over the Christmas period.